Hi, buddy. Hi. Are you jealous of the new cat? I have a new cat, guys. It's a Mexican pottery cat. It's a Tanala pottery cat, which I just put up on eBay. It's pretty cool with these little painted birds and stuff. It's not glazed. Apparently it's burnished. But, yeah, there's my new cat. At least until someone buys him. Alright, Eleanor, it's time to get up. I have to get ready for work. Can you see Buddy's leg poking out of the top of his little bed there? Look at him. So funny. Oh, it's dark. I can't see my baby. I gotta go, sweetheart. Look at his profile, though. He's so handsome. I have to go to work, honey. I keep the lights off so that he can see outside the window a little bit easier without the reflection of light inside the window. I will miss you, honey bear. Yeah. Yeah, I miss you too. Good night, Eleanor. I'm sorry it's so dark in here, but they can see just fine. And I got one light on in here so that they can see at night. All right, give me your butt. All right, good night, honey. Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm on the way to work, as you can probably tell. Leaving the house today was especially difficult. Buddy was being so sweet, so lovable. He knows when I'm about to leave the house. He's very, very aware of things. He's very smart. Eleanor, she's super cute, but she does remind me of Chrissy on Three's Company. And Buddy's definitely more of a Jack, if you know what I'm talking about. If you're old enough to know Three's Company. Does that make me Janet? Possibly. I wouldn't mind being a Janet instead of a Chrissy. I'm definitely more of a Janet than a Chrissy. But if you don't know about the TV show Three's Company, this makes no sense to you, so I'll stop. Let's see. Today was lovely. We just hung out with the cat tonight. I did a little research on some items that I want to list on eBay. I listed a couple things. I still have piles of stuff to list. Hung out with the cats, did really almost nothing, which is just fantastic. It's one of the reasons I like my trips to start with a red eye. It's like a day off for the most part. This trip is supposed to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty easy. I've got one leg up to Newark, and then I have a long layover in Newark, probably my longest layover in Newark. Now there's one subscriber. I would call her a super fan, honestly. And I would mangle her name. She was very, very sweet. A few months ago, she sent me this big, giant, fluffy cat bed. Yadira, starts with a Y. I would mangle it if I tried any harder. Oh, hold on one sec. This road is very bumpy. All right, so yeah, she lives, you know who I'm talking about because you're probably watching this video. She lives in one of the boroughs of New York and has said a number of times to please let her know when I'm going to be in New York so she can meet me and we can go out and have a bite to eat or something. But, and I will, I promise I will in the future. At some point, I'll do like a meetup because it would be easier, I think, for me to meet up with a couple people instead of just one. I would feel very awkward. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm not going to do it this time. In the future, this layover, I am hoping to, because, you know, my plans are frequently ruined by naps. But my plan is to go into the city and go to the 9/11 memorial. I have not been since before they actually built the tower, back when they only had the two wells, the waterfalls, or the water, or whatever they are, those squares with the names etched around them. I saw those when they were first built, but I don't even think the tower was under construction when I went. But that's my plan, is to go check that out. I have to remember to bring tissues because I know I will cry. And then I don't know what else I'll do that day, but I've got a nice long layover in Newark, so I'll go into the city. And then day 3 of the trip is going to be fairly long. It's going to be Newark to Vegas, and then I think we've got that penalty lap, that LA trip. So it's going to be a fairly long day, but I've done it before and I've survived. So there we go. That's the lead up to the trip, and I'll be at the airport in a few minutes, where I'm hoping to grab a bite to eat before my check-in. I will see you on the airplane or in Newark. Hey guys, how are ya? Getting a jump start on my breakfast. Got some eggs and some potatoes, bacon, a little toast, and some orange juice. The flight from Las Vegas was, I'm sorry, I'm like talking to you like this. The flight from Las Vegas was effortless, easy, no problems. My chaser was lovely. A young lady named Paloma, one of my favorite names in the world. Just a really nice trip. Passengers were fantastic. I'm on a roll. It's like I don't remember the last time I had a difficult passenger, knock on wood. Yeah, full. We were full. 4 hours and 13 minutes. Super fast. Yeah, so in the hotel room, the shuttle showed up real quick, got breakfast, and so I'm going to eat, watch a little YouTube, and then jump in bed. My goal is to be up by 11 or so and out the door by noon. Usually I like to go out earlier, but since we don't leave tomorrow until 1, I don't have to, like, you know, leave early in the afternoon or late morning. So there you go. I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so it is about 12:30 in the afternoon, and I am struggling to decide whether I want to go into the city or not. I know I just told you in your time a few moments ago that I was planning on going into the city to the 9/11 museum, but I really don't know if I want to go in there. I don't know if I want to go in there and have that emotional exercise, honestly. I remember when I went down there, when they first installed the water features, the 2 water features where the towers used to stand. When they installed those, I went, and I remember weeping and then getting furious with the people around me, because they're taking selfies and they're crowding around and they're laughing and they're talking, and I was just so emotional and upset, you know. I don't know if I want to go down there. And the museum cost like $26. The museum cost like $26 on top of what it costs to go into the city round trip on the train. I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend the money. I really don't have the energy to walk around all day long. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling like guilty, or I feel like I'm like stressing myself to go into the city. But at the same time, the idea of hanging out in my room and just being peaceful and watching TV and relaxing and eating all day just sounds really nice too, doesn't it? I don't know. I feel like I'm spoiled. This is the luxury. I've been to New York so many times. I'm faced with the ability to go into town, you know, with very little effort, and then yet I think, I might stay in my room. This bed's so comfortable. I don't know. We'll see what I do. If I don't go into the city, I am here again the day after tomorrow, so for another long layover. So we'll see. We'll see. I know I'm thinking of my subscriber, thinking I could go see her, but honestly, I'm just so relaxed and peaceful in my room. I just don't want to leave. Ugh. Yet I feel guilty for not. Whatever. We'll see what happens. I'll see you later. Okay, so what's funny is that I decided after talking to you, you convinced me I should go into town. So I put on some clothes, put on some snazzy glasses, because you know you're in New York City, right? And I go downstairs to the shuttle. I see a couple crews, there's a couple hotel guests, and I'm on the shuttle, and there are no more seats, and there's a hotel guest who's trying to get to the airport, and he's getting on the shuttle. There's no more seats, and I'm thinking, you know what? This is my deciding factor. So I gave my seat to that guy. I got off the shuttle. I decided I can take the next shuttle Or this might be my higher power saying, stay at the hotel. We'll see what happens. Oops, sorry, honey. Whoops. All right, so there you go. That's what I get for putting clothes on. Never put clothes on if you don't have to. No, not good. Oh boy. Hey guys. All right, so it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm enjoying my layover. I was feeling a little bit guilty about not going into New York City. And then I went downstairs to get on the shuttle to go into town. But there was a passenger, a hotel guest, who was trying to get on the shuttle, and there was no room. So I figured, you know what, let me just get off, let him get on. And it's just like the nature of the day. That's just what felt like the right thing to do. So I just came back to the room. I've been watching some YouTube videos. I am listing one mug on my eBay page. It's the only thing in my phone that I've got photographs of, that I don't measurements and things. So I'm going to pop that on my eBay page. And I'll probably end up watching a movie or two, reading, relaxing, just having a nice, pleasant day. There is a mall. There's a mall nearby, like 2 miles away. But I've been to that mall a number of times. It's not a fantastic mall. And if I have any extra money to spend, which I don't, because I've been spending a lot of money at Goodwill in order to hopefully make money later on eBay, I'm not going to spend money at that mall. I'd rather spend money at, at a thrift store and resell stuff instead. So I'm just going to relax here in the hotel room. I had my lunch, which consisted of some pre-made pasta, some of this pesto, which was pretty grotesque it was really bad, not good, in my little Stojro bowl. So that was my lunch. Dinner, I'm probably going to end up downstairs at the hotel for something, or see if I can have like something delivered here, something cheap. Yeah, that's my layover. I know, not terribly exciting, but I have a long day tomorrow, and then the next day I have the same trip pretty much, but it's a 24-hour layover instead of like 30. So if I really, really, really want to go into New York City, I can do it then. But for now, I'm going to relax, take a nice hot shower, maybe give myself a mask, chill out, all right? I will see you later. All right. Hey, guys. So it is 1:15. My shuttle leaves in 15 minutes. My alarm just went off that says, leave the room now. So I'm taking a last sip of coffee and going to go downstairs. The layover was good, peaceful for the most part. Last night, a neighboring room, yelling, screaming on the phone for hours, really. About midnight, they stopped. So it was very frustrating. I knocked on the wall a number of times. I didn't go to the door because it wouldn't have been good. I can already tell the energy was not going to be good, and my frustration level was already through the roof. I went downstairs. I was going to talk to the front desk, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out in the lobby for a few minutes, relax. I heated up my food, my dinner last night down there, ate, and by the time I came up, they had quieted down for the most part. But that was it. It was a fine layover, relaxing. But I should be going rather than talking. I will see you soon. Oh, hey guys, how are you? So I'm wearing my mask, as you can tell. It was a plane full of coughing people, and so I felt a little more comfortable wearing this. And now that I'm wearing a mask, look at my beard. Oh, so I'm keeping the mask on. That flight was a lot of work, Nothing too difficult. It's just a whole bunch, a lot of work, A lot of people getting sick, a lot of people who were celebrating a little bit more than, on an airplane. We had one passenger who has Alzheimer's, and he was perfectly fine on the flight. He had to get up a couple times for the bathroom, and boarding and deplaning, it was not work at all, not difficult at all. It's just kind of emotionally difficult because, he apparently, not to go into the whole story, but the gentleman started suffering symptoms of Alzheimer's when he was my age.
And it really got me thinking, right? So just a lovely family. His wife and his son were so patient and so loving with him when he was, you know, having a difficult moment. It was really nice. Probably the high point of the flight. The flight was 4 hours and 55 minutes. We were pretty full. And we have about an hour here before we have to board. So we're in Vegas right now, and I'm going to stop at Moe's and grab a bite to eat, because all I ate this morning was a sandwich from Starbucks, and now it's like, you know, 7 hours later, I'm hungry. So I will see you either in San Diego or back here in Las Vegas. It's a Moe's chicken burrito bowl to the rescue. And back on the plane to eat it. Yep, but they're almost done. Hey guys, hi. All right, so that last flight was a gem. It was precious. They were fantastic. I do try to read the room when it comes to, I'm so distracted wearing the mask. I do try to read the room when making jokes and being funny, or trying to be funny, of course. This time I read the room perfectly, and there was lots of applause, and this unbelievably handsome young man he gave me a hug. He's like, "You were the best part of this flight." I'm like, "Oh, so nice." Let's see, what else? Yeah, passengers are fantastic. The crew's great. Love my chaser. And our flight crew's awesome. So no complaints. It totally makes up for the last flight, which was not difficult. It was just a lot of work. So heading home, very excited, where I have to go home and see the cats, of course, and then pack up like 4 or 5 things I've sold on eBay so I can get them shipped out tomorrow before I take my nap to start my next red eye. So it's going to be a busy 20 hours or so. So I'll see you back in Vegas. Hey guys. Ooh. Smells like mummified Taco Bell in here. It's not good. I promised myself I wasn't going to eat in my car when I first got it, but that promise lasted about as long as the promise that I was going to start saving money this year. Not long. There we go. So hi. So I have some good news with my eBay account. Now, you know, I've been feverishly buying stuff. Like, you have no idea how much I have purchased from Goodwill over the past like month. It's really insane. It's become an obsession. Well, I had listed 40 items or 45 items on eBay, and I easily have 45 more to list. I have so much that I have to list. Well, things weren't moving. Things weren't selling. Things were being relisted automatically by eBay. Then maybe 5 days ago, a plate sold, and then a music box sold, and then a piggy bank sold. I was very excited. The music box, the person purchased it but never paid for it, and I gave them a couple notices. I waited 5 days, and so I canceled the transaction and then relisted it, and it sold almost immediately. It has not been paid for yet, but it'll be on its way, I'm sure. But as of this evening, I had $537 in merchandise sold. Now, I have to subtract the original $40, because for some reason I think that's still added in my total for some reason. And then I have to subtract like whatever I paid for, you know, materials, for packing materials, and the original cost of the item. But I will easily say that, say, round it up to, way up to $100 in terms of that 40 and packaging materials, because I did buy a bunch of bubble wrap and tissue and stuff. But that means that I have $437, just even if I took $100 off for that stuff, that I made over $400 in eBay sales in just, you know, 4 or 5 business days. So I am over the moon, right? Super excited. And then I hear that little ka-ching noise a minute ago, and that I looked at that, and it said that I have a $75 bid. I think it's $75, which is my initial minimum bid for that Glassy Baby votive candle that I think I told you about the other day. So that's $75 on top of everything else I've already earned. So even if I subtract $100 for the $40 and packing materials and all that stuff, that's still like, we're talking about $500 roughly in money that I did not have last week. So I am so excited. I would like to say that I'm probably breaking even right now because I have so much stuff I've bought on at Goodwill to sell. But I am very, very hopeful, and it makes me very excited. I forgot the thrill of what it's like when you actually sell something on eBay. So I'm very, very happy about that. It makes me so happy, and I'm sure you're happy for me, that I'm going to admit I made a huge mistake on eBay. A huge mistake that I can recover from, but I made a huge, expensive mistake that I wasn't going to tell you about because I was so ashamed until I realized I have an out. So I wouldn't want someone to do this to me, but I'm going to do it to them. So I'm not going to feel too bad. So my admission is that I have a Beanie Baby. If you remember Beanie Babies, listed for like I don't know what I have it listed for, $150, something like that, because it has a mistake on its tag and it makes it rare. Well, I had liked, wish list somebody else's Beanie Baby listing so I could keep track of it, so I could then create a listing of my own that would replicate that one that seemed pretty successful. And so I had copied that, not copied it, but sold a similar item, but I had never taken that one off my wish list. That original Beanie Baby that the other person was selling was listed for $450, something like that, something crazy. Well, my phone made a little noise, a little ka-ching noise, that said that I was receiving an offer, and did I want to accept $300 for this Beanie Baby of mine that I thought was mine. What was really happening was that the other seller was offering me a significant discount on their Beanie Baby. They were offering that I could buy it from them for $300. I clicked yes. It's a contract. I bid and paid for a $300 Beanie Baby. I did not want to tell you this, and don't yell at me. I did notice after, because I was sick to my stomach, but I had an obligation to pay because I said I would. So I paid it. I know, plus tax. But then I noticed on their listing that they accept returns. And looking at the listing more carefully, their tag on their Beanie Baby is beaten to hell. It is practically in shreds. So I'm going to return the Beanie Baby. And if I'm going to have to pay for return shipping, but it's not $300. So I'm going to be able to recover from this, I believe. But I don't know why I feel the need to be honest with you about this Beanie Baby fiasco. But I was sick to my stomach when I realized I had made a mistake and bid on this stupid Beanie Baby. And I have 4 of them. I have 4 of them. Yeah, I was sick to my stomach. But I paid it because I had an obligation, because it was a contract. You know, I wasn't going to be that guy who didn't pay for the thing. But looking at the tag that makes it valuable, it's shredded. So I'm going to feel better about returning it. They can have an opportunity to resell it to somebody else. So yes, I have made a fair amount of money. At one point, I had spent a lot of money. So there is the story. There's my eBay story. This probably wasn't the most exciting video. I'm sorry. But thank you for joining me on this journey. Now I'm going to go home. I'm probably going to stop off somewhere first and get a bite to eat, and then probably Taco Bell. And then go home, love my cats, give them some treats. Then I have to pack up some boxes for some things that were purchased. And then I can drop them off at the post office tomorrow morning. So that's my goal. Then I have a trip tomorrow night. And tomorrow, I'm really, really hoping to be actually to go into the city because I have another Newark layover. Blah, 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 blah. Why are you still watching this stuff, right? You're so patient. I will talk to you later. Thank you again for watching and fly safe. Bye.